Welcome to another episode of Bars and Threads featuring appearance of Hip Hop Head Jhob 360, Hip Hop Historian on point to lyricism to fashion and sneakers to no end. This is episode 19, catching up with some threads because we've been doing a lot of hip hop, but I do want to actually catch up with some threads real quick. And let's break the sound, break this down, break the sound. Let's break the sound to break this down. To start this episode off, let's talk about the new Phil Timberland, the new look. In other words, the beef and broccoli. If you don't know what the beef and broccoli is, it was really been, I would say, maybe like a Harlem, New York thing. I could be incorrect about that. Make it, somebody say something in the comments if I'm incorrect, but I believe that that's more of a Harlem thing there. But the Loso wave. Timberland collab is incredible. I have to give it to you, Loso. That is an ill collab. The Black Jux is another collab where he did the different colors, like that match the jackets, or that look like neon. 95 Air Max and everything. He had different colors. He had like the neon, the pink, the blue. Dope collection. Dope collab. I've done this look in the early 2000s, but I didn't have the unique new colors, or I should say the vibe. This is a Harlem look, definitely. These and the Pelly Pel and the Avericks is a no for me, and the Jeff Hamiltons are a no for me. But I will always endorse the designers for younger people that feel that field and the wave that's moving right now with it. Plastic jacket wave is over for me, but all who can cop or all who can grab, you know what I'm saying, jump on them because it is a worthwhile collab, you know what I'm saying. So I would definitely jump on them, but me personally, no, I'm not. They are official. The wave is moving. I'm just not in the part of the ocean that the wave is moving for that one. So everybody, if you're younger, I would say if you was in your even in your 20s and 30s, I would say go ahead cop that. That's a must cop. Or if you're in your 40s and and you're gonna be bold about it, go ahead cop that. But it is an ill cop. I do want to throw that out there to the public. I want to ask this question, and I don't want the whole public to be mad at me, but I'm gonna say it anyway, and I don't really care if the public is mad or not. Fuck you. But is the Air Max 95 Neon the new Panda? It's just a question that I wanted to throw out there because I've been pondering. Is the Air Max 95 Neon? Oh, I gotta drop the hat low. Woo! The new Panda? I'm just gonna leave it at that right there, and I'm gonna just let y'all ponder on that. And if somebody wants to comment about what I'm saying, please leave that comment right there in the comment section. I went Air Max batshit crazy last year. Like I went and copped the Costins, which is below retail right now. But I don't care because they Air Max and they SBs and they still match my fit, so I don't really care. Who cares? It's still Air Max. I bought the Oreo color. I bought the Blue Sparks. And I just went crazy with the Air Max last year. And then for them to come back out with some of the same shoes that came out last year, it's like, I'm one of those type of people. I have to say this. I hate oversaturation. I hate, I would say, the mannequin remixes or I don't know. It's just a lot of fashion opinion. It's just another fashion opinion by me, but I'm going to have to be honest with you. Come on, people. These Air Max came out last year, same ones, you know what I'm saying? And then they were like a grail at that point because they had the big bubble. And then people turned around and now they re-released them. So all of those people who thought that they had a grail or thought that they had some type of investments. And another thing I want to say to you as a community, I want to say this real quick. Sneakers are not an investment. You know, you're investing in something that might last you 5 or 6 years. You're gonna have to dog them, and that's when they last the longest. Because if you don't wear them and they sitting in the closet, all you doing is just wasting your money. So wear them. You know what I mean? Put them fits around them. But anyway, to make a long story short, I just feel like that these are Nike mannequin remixes. This is like the Gammas or whatever other shoe that they came out with. Like, let me tell you something. I watched Jordan play live on television. That's how old I am. And I just think that the kids, you know, I don't wear Jordans after 13. You know, I don't have no Jordans after 13. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that people have a misconception of what the style from 1 to 13 is, but it's even debates about even those numbers. So, you know, I'm not going into this Jordan race with people and talking about Jordans. They're not even worth talking about to me. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm an anti-Nike guy this year, and I've been going in a totally different direction. And I feel like that direction I'm going into is just keeping me from being a robot and purchasing like what the mannequin has, like the standard uniform, like Nike Techs for certain people. You know, I mean, not knocking none of that, but it's just that it's gotten to a point where it's like no more different. There's nobody different from anybody else because we all mannequins and we all wear the same sneakers or want the same kicks. It's okay to want the same kicks, but when you don't build around that or you just want to be matchy, you know, and I don't know. I just, it's just my opinion. All right. I'm being nice, but with fashion opinions being on top of this, I really had to make the statement and really get down to business on this one. Um, Little Yachty, stop talking about fashion. Can you see my face? I want you to honestly see my face. Little Yachty, if you ever watch any of these videos, and hopefully you don't, or will or won't, or whatever, please stop talking about fashion. Please stop. I think I hardly agree with any of your fashion opinions. I want to say that right away. I really don't. I'm being nice and not saying anything else without going into a lane I don't want to go into. But what fashion did the ATL start out here? And I want people to comment on that one. But while you down there commenting, you can subscribe and like while you at it. You know. Again, what did in the fashion world did the ATL start? And I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to go even further and just really rip things apart. But I just want to let you know because you said that New York fashion is out. It's all about Atlanta fashion. You know what I'm saying? And I have a big misconception of what that would be. So, can you or somebody comment in the comments and say, "Oh, Atlanta contributed a lot to fashion." So, when you comment that and let me know, you know, your receipts or whatever, you know what I mean? I'll big up you if you can, you know, make me believe something that's not really in my mind as a real concept of what's the truth. But we're going to keep on moving. And I just want to say this real quick because I know a lot of people are going to really jump down my throat on this one. I'm no longer buying Off-White. It's not Virgil's brand. And any money spent on it does not go to his family. I have to be honest. I mean, I hate to even say it, but Off-White is now, you know, the receipts there. I mean, you can go look it up for yourself. I mean, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, it's sad, but it's a common thing. So I will no longer be buying any Off-White. I have a few Off-White pieces left that are from Virgil, but I mean, they're probably gonna dissipate too over the years. But it was the fact that the black man made something and made things in different fashion eras and really made an impact, and now it's turned into this. The Dead on the Feather collab is hard. I just wanted to throw that out there also. So Dead on the Feather means the Oregon collection, those Air Max. If you don't want to be part of the new pandas, I would definitely go out there and grab me some Death of the Feathers. And that is the Oregon collaboration. They came out with a green pad. It looks similar to the Neon Air Max, but it's just a different vibe, different look. And those are probably going to be some type of grail in a later future because they are part of that Oregon collection. But shout out to Nike for that one. To get right down to it, I just want to talk about the new albums that came out because I don't think that I even touched base with that a couple times. And I'm drifting right off the fashion. There is other things in fashion that I would like to talk about. I don't think that I'm going to wait until this time. I think I'm going to wait until episode 21, which will be coming out very soon also. But at this present moment, I just want to break down. Kanye has that new album, Bully. On the production side, I want to give him a great album, sir. Lyrically, that's questionable for me. I really have to listen to it a lot more. The Lox new song is Off the Chain with Jaheim. Shout out to the Lox. I appreciate all three of you because you guys do make the ultimate Voltron when it comes to a three-man. Pause. You know what I mean? Ghostface, Clap, classic album. I have to say this, not a classic album, it's a classic single, but I have to say this about Ghostface. Your consistency is, I'm well aware of it, and the bars are coming right with that consistency, and that is proven that sometimes the better music from the elders is probably relevant, especially in today's society since everybody wants to grow up so quickly. I'm gonna have to shout out to Nas, or Nas Legend Has It. Basically, it's like a documentation oriented off of like a music thing, where he's just talking about the different catalogs that he's worked on, and and he made it like a music thing, and he put all the songs that he currently worked on or whatever. So that was an ill little spinoff from Mass Appeal. Dope. Smith & Wesson, Devil Ain't Shit. Still waiting for that one. I have not officially heard that one, but I'm going to throw it out there. So if anybody who has not heard that, you might want to go in and try to grab that if you're at Apple Music. If it's one another platform, the platform I have has not had a YouTube. I don't believe has it either, but it's produced entirely. The album is produced entirely by Daz Dillinger, but I haven't heard that song yet. So until I hear that song, I have no information, but I'm just throwing that information out there, and I will be broadcasting that soon. Oh, by the way, I keep on forgetting, please subscribe, like, and comment. And there is an Instagram page. You can actually hit that link in the description. It's almost like an every day or every other day. I just took the weekend off mixtape, but just to throw that out there to you also. Just to keep it moving, I want to mention this one. Razkaz came out, which was one of my favorite MCs. Razkaz came out with an album like Leopard Eats Face, which is right now, from what I've heard, is a classic album, and I've heard a lot of cuts off that album. The next album I want to talk about is Baby Keem. I had an opinion before about Baby Keem's album. When I first heard it, I was kind of like, this sounds like somebody wrote for him. But at the same time, it really fell off with me quickly. It gave me a little bit of an impact, but at the same time, it made me not want to listen to it no more. Like, it was, I don't want to say like garbage can on the curb trash. I want to say more like dumpster trash, and I said it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that Kendrick can help you with any of the verses on it, sir. I'm going to keep on and continue on and not disrespect nobody. But if that was disrespectful, oh well. I just stated my opinion, and I'm standing my ground on that one. OT the Real, Show No Mercy. 2 thumbs up, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody would even know that you were white the way you spit, and I really enjoyed the album. I appreciate it. Good hip hop. Ransom, Salvation for the Wicked. I mean, if you pick it up, I mean, he got BoJack on there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This is a classic album right here, but I'm not going to give you 5. I'll give you 4.5, but I'm not reviewing. But that is one of those Ransom albums I just like to listen to anyway. Then you had Currency come out with Everywhere You Look. I mean, Currency, where does he go wrong at? That was my people's favorite MC, so I'm gonna have to say Currency salute. You know what I'm saying? Salute on that album. IDK mixtape was 6, 7, as the young people would say. But IDK mixtape, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I processed it, but I didn't process it enough to where I would be like, oh, okay, this is. He has some songs on there with people, but I mean, I just have to, which I'm not gonna do, is have to, really start to like really listen and break it down, the vibes or whatever. But we're not doing that. Especially when it's just like something that I don't enjoy a lot. So if I don't enjoy the music and you're not hooking me with like certain check boxes, I'm not gonna listen to that again. Rock Mars 656. Come on, Rock. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think Fabulous is a fly god. To be honest with you, Rock Marciano is the fly god. I'm gonna have to keep it with you, keep it real with y'all. And his verbal play is more poetry, more around that type of sound, and that's one of the sounds I dig, or whatever. So I'm gonna give a heavy shout out to Rock Marciano. That 656 is a classic to me. Others might say different because I mean your lyrical spew or your lyrical exorcism is not going to grow on a lot of public who's just dumbed down to a lot of things. So I want to give a shout out to ALD, which is a Leon Dior. I love it. I have to be honest. I love it. I mean, it's like Polo, but the black version, and I appreciate you guys for even making that. That is one of my new favorite brands. I want to get that plug out there, but new to others. So I have to say it. It's just a good brand, and I'm gonna do a lot of other material about brands and things like that because I do put on a lot of brands. I do have a lot of brands. I invest in a lot of sneakers for some reason, but this is my anti-Nike year, and there's no disrespect to Nike, you know what I'm saying? I have plenty of sneakers from Nike that I just want to put some miles on, but to make it real short and get to the next topic right here, the hip-hop quotable was Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, but the hip-hop quotables was Jay-Z's verse. It wasn't Kendrick's verses on that. And then Jay-Z verse ends and then Kendrick comes with the urinals, whatever, blah, 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 but it was one of the flyest verses I heard from Jay in a long time. So shout out to Jay-Z on that verse right there. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I need to tell the public? Oh, Fundamental Facts Friday, coming up very soon. I'm on year 1988. I don't know what the year is going to end, but I think that's why you need to check it out. We'll see what those years end at. And by the way, this is Jhob 360 Bars and Thread, and I'm out.